Hi everyone, we're here for our last weather lesson for the week. And like always, I like to end with writing. So I have been naming them kind of similarly each week for the Friday, which is my weather story. So yesterday we had some practice with using some of the weather terminology we used this week. We pretend to be weathermen yesterday for the day to show Miss Gagnon what we knew about the weather. So now we're going to put our weather terminology to the test with our writing skills. So I'm going to name some of the terminology we learned about this week or discussed. So this is a long list, but this is just to help you for when we're writing today, just to remember some of the words we did learn about. So we have wind, rain, clouds, snow, sleet, hail, temperature, wind speed, wind direction, and precipitation, evaporation, condensation, spring, winter, fall, and summer, and also collection with the water cycle. And so these are all terms that we can use to describe weather, which is super cool. Those are so many, and that's just all there's so many more that we have not yet learned about, and we are already so knowledgeable about the weather terms. So some we already knew, and then some we learned this week, but we're going to put our weather knowledge to the test once more. So like previous weeks, like I said, I do love to end the week with writing because you guys are all excellent writers, and I love to see your creativity you use in your writing. So today our writing prompt will be about going outside on a rainy day. So you're going to use your knowledge of what the temperature would look like on a rainy day. So obviously the temperature does differ, is different when it is maybe raining in the fall than when it is raining in the summer. Maybe it's a little more warm in the summer, but just the gist of that is going to be a little more chilly. So you're going to use your knowledge and say also what you would wear outside when it is raining. So here are the expectations for your writing. You're going to describe what it looks like and feels like outside on the rainy day, describing what to wear on the rainy day, including at least 4 weather terms. So the terms are some of the big list of words I went over above, and a clear 4 to 5 sentences about it. So you're going to describe the weather and describe what to wear on a rainy day in those 4 to 5 sentences, and including your 4 weather terms. And then just try your best for your proper grammar and capitalization. So I will give you an example like always. I think you guys could be a little more creative than me because I love reading your stories. They are so creative and they always make me laugh because you guys are very funny. So today it was that's one word, and wet. Today it was rainy and wet outside, but we were still going to go outside for recess. It was actually a bit windy too, so the temperature was a little cold. The wind speed was very high. It is spring, and it usually rains a lot during this time of year. The percent of precipitation was 90%, so I knew I was going to need to dress warm. I wore a rain jacket, rain boots, and jeans so that I would not get wet. I was able to have a fun time outside because I dressed appropriately. So, again, you could see that I included that it was rainy, that's a word, that it was going to be windy, and usually sometimes it is windy when it's raining. I explained the temperature. I said the wind speed was going to be high. I said it was spring. It doesn't have to be spring for you. It could be any season. Also, it does rain a lot more in the spring, though. April showers bring May flowers. And then the percent of precipitation I talked about. And then I also covered what I would wear in that weather, and I did choose appropriate clothing. So you want to make sure that you are choosing appropriate clothing for the rain, because obviously you wouldn't want to be wearing shorts or a t-shirt when it's raining and no rain jacket or boots. So now we're going to write our own rainy day story. So I want you guys to be sure to include the following components that I just talked about. And then I do want to make sure that you guys are being creative. You can make your story longer and add different story elements to it if you do want to. And you could either write your story or type it. and then send it to me via Google Classroom, and I will definitely provide you feedback and just maybe respond to your story and tell you what I thought about it. And then my challenge for you guys is, or my typical challenge of the day, is to write at least 5 to 6 sentences and use at least 5 weather terms in your writing. So this will conclude our weather lesson for the week, and I cannot wait to read your writings and what you have to say. And please feel free to reach out to me if you guys have any questions about the assignments for the weather, or you could also reach out to Mrs. Andretta as well. Have a great day, guys, and a great weekend.